ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಿರಿ ಆಯಿತು, ಲಿಟಲ್ ಟೈಮ್, ರೀಚ್ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಲೇಟ್. See up to where possible.
Once the batter is ready, place it aside and get your job shortly.
Little more space required today because so many formulas are there. I'll slightly adjust it now. Slightly I should increase the size, not too much. Just a minute. Oh yeah, just check. Actually there is it's actually playing. Okay, now we can manage it. Okay, now somehow can be managed. $44, $480. Okay. Slight I will shift so that there is no problem. Everything is visible. Okay, now. Okay. Just tell me. I'll put the mic on. Everything visible? Okay. Voice, I'll put the mic on. Display is okay. Full board visible? No. Full board visible. Okay. Just a minute. I should move carefully. Write the heading. Heading I will dictate here. No place to write. You know the heading. Analysis of rigid jointed plane frames. See, I wrote earlier. Title only you can see. Analysis of rigid jointed plane frames with sway or with the translation of joints by, tell which method? SDMD over. Which method? By which method? BSBIL. By Carney's method. Okay. By Carney's method. Okay, start. That is sway frame with, I told, heading is by what? By Carney's method. Carney's method. Remember, lot of changes are there. One more thing. When I explain the Carney's method for the frame here, I will explain as per practical oriented. That is, base will be fixed. If base is hinged, some correction will come. That I will consider later. So, because this class is actually practical oriented. So, therefore, some of the terms I may change slightly later when hinged end comes. Okay, that's all, leave it now, time being. First, analyze the given frame by Carney's method and draw SFD and BMD. First step, whether it is non-sway type or sway type, whatever is the type, tell first step. Carney's method, first step, whether it is sway type or non-sway type. What is first step? Carney's method, first step. First step of Carney's method. Sway or non-sway later. No, you are not knowing that much. Calculation of rotation factor, right? Calculation of rotation factor R. First of all, I should not explain. But I want this question to be systematic. Therefore, before that, remember, A is fixed. D also is fixed. B is rigid. C also rigid. I told you, rigid is considered as fixed. Rigid considered as fixed. Therefore, for this example, for stiffness calculation, A absolutely fixed. D absolutely fixed. B and C, they are rigid joint. So once again, considered fixed. Then, when far end is fixed, relative K equal to I by L. Rigid joints are considered as fixed for stiffness. So now joint B, BA, I by L, BC, I by L. Substitute for I by L, find total K, you get the value of R. Remember, last time we did moment distribution method. Same procedure. At that time, it was D, distribution factor. What is the formula? K divided by sigma K. But this time, it is not D, it is R. Only extra is minus half. So this one divided by this one into minus half will give minus 2 by 7. 3 by 10 by 7i by 10 will give you minus 3 by 14. Now, I want common denominator for both. So I will extend this as minus 4 by 14. Clear? I will extend as 2 by 7 as 4 by 14. Same way at C. I by L, I by L. Actually, already over last time. Total 1 by 5, 3 by 10 will come. I want same denominator. I will make it minus 2 by 10. Okay, tell me. First of all, I told last time, next time when I go to Carney's method, I will not explain rotation factor. Fully clear? Rotation factor, fully clear? Yes. Next step is calculation of fixed end moments due to loading, due to given loading. Okay, start. Symbol, M bar, kilonewton meter, clockwise positive. This I cannot explain. Those who are studying seriously from me, this question we solved by slope reflection method. At that time, we found FPMs. Again, we solved by moment distribution method. There also we found FPM. And I told you at that time, Carney's also you require. So consider A, B, both are fixed. Write the load, write the distances, write the total length, anti-clockwise, clockwise, write the formula, then go for calculation. M bar AB, M bar BA will come. Go to BC span. 2 point loads are there. Write these two distances, total span, write the formula, show the calculation, get FPMs. CD member, remember that lateral load of 40 kilonewton is not considered. UDL, write the formula, get the FPM. If FPMs are not clear, don't come to the class. Because you should go through SD method, MD method and Carney's method. FPMs, fully clear? Okay. Now most important. Once FPMs are over, see, I write here, note, after FPMs, directly go for what? Directly go for calculation of, which one, tell me? Once rotation factor over, fixed end moments over, directly go for calculation of, which one? No, once rotation factors, all these days what you are doing? Once rotation factors over, calculation of FPMs are over, directly go for calculation of, which one? First. You should answer the question. Calculation of. Today, remember, this question cannot be completed. Lot of explanations are there. Because this is sway frame. Carney's method sway frame, lot of concept is there. Nothing to worry. I will make everything clear. Tell me, next step, calculation of. This much time to answer. All these days, Carney's method, when there was no sway, what you are doing? Rotation factor, fixed end moments, then calculation of. If you don't answer, I will stop the class. See, If there is no answer from you, that means you are not doing anything so far. I cannot continue. Unless you give the answer, I cannot continue. I asked it 3 times now. No one answered. Next step is calculation of. Now I won't tell. I will wait. I will simply wait for some time and close the class. That's all. Okay, let me see how much time it will take for you to answer. 3 times I told what I want. In the beginning answer came. Moment contribution. Ayyo, what are this one? Moment contribution. Some people are calling moment values. They are not knowing subject. There's a name for that one. Not moment contribution. See, again you are not following. It is not. Rotation contribution, correct. Next step is to calculation of rotation contribution. Rotation contribution. Tell me symbol. Symbol is M dash. Remember, M bar for fixed end moment. M dash for rotation contribution. Little later, one more will come. M double dash. That is displacement contribution. Finally, M will come. What is M? Tell me. Lastly, simply M will come. See, M bar, fixed end moment. M dash, rotation contribution. Little later, M double dash will come. This is new to you. I have to explain. You are not knowing. That I won't ask question. First time when I am doing something, I never ask question. M double dash. That is called displacement contribution. After everything is over, finally M. What is M? Okay. What is M? Okay. Now M dash over. Little later, M double dash is there. Displacement contribution. Finally M. What is M? What is that? Final moment. When that is last item of the meals. You get final moment. Okay, meals over. So therefore, if usually what you have done is after finding FPMs and after finding rotation factor, you directly go to M dash. But remember, only for frames without sway. Without sway. Clear? That is only for frames without sway. Yes or no? Only for sway only for frames without sway. Okay, but right. But here sway is there. Sway is there. Therefore, we need one more term that is called M double dash. That is called M double dash. Okay, this is completely new to you. I won't ask question with you. I will explain. Okay? Completely new to you. After the class, what all I tell from now, go through repeatedly. Okay? Okay. Now, I will rub the full board. Why? I do not want anything. I do not want this rotation factors. I will remove this one. Already over. 4 by 14, 3 by 14, 2 by 10, 3 by 10. Remember, I will remember it, no problem. Okay. This I will remove. Then, I will enter later. Okay. This I will remove. Fixed end moment, see, I noted down here. Because who will do once again, FPMs over. FPMs also over. Now, see, next step. I told you, next step is preparation. Remember, it is called preparation. Preparation. Like, if you want to go to somewhere from tour, you have to prepare the tour. Like, see, writing examination is calculation of M double dash. Studying for examination, getting admission ticket, going to college and taking answer booklet, that's all called preparation. Lengthy preparations are there. Therefore, systematically, I will explain. Don't worry. So, next step is preparation, don't write preparation. Or I will tell you procedure now. Procedure. Now, 1 minute. Before that, tell me, I told you already, if sway is not there, you find rotation factor and FPMs and proceed further. Tell me, why you want extra here? Why you want the extra part preparation here? Because our frame has what? Tell me, why you have to do all the preparation now? See, once you understand Carney's method for sway systematically, next time you will enjoy. It is a very fast method. Compared to SD and MD method, Carney's method takes half the time. Both non-sway are in single table. Tell me, why you need preparation? We need all this preparation because the frame has what? We need something else because the given frame has what? Because the given frame has what? Has sway. So first you write that one. So after finding rotation factor, finding FPMs due to loading, write a note. If non-sway type, proceed further to find M dash, rotation contribution and close the question. But if sway is there, we require one more contribution that is called displacement contribution, M double dash. Therefore, you write here, given frame is of sway type. Or you write, given frame will have sway. Will have sway. Sway. Will have sway means that is translation of joints. That is translation of joints. Remember, this we did in MD and SD also. Remember, in MD and SD also we wrote, it has got sway. Right here. Note. Therefore, in addition to rotation contribution, be very careful. In addition to rotation contribution, our symbol is M dash. We also need displacement contribution. We also need a new term, displacement contribution. Symbol is M double dash. And remember, this you write there as a note. We also need displacement contribution. And right here, for getting displacement contribution, we have to do some preparations. Some preparations are there. Remember, first time people will tell, sir, in some YouTube, I saw frame with sway by Carney's method, 15 minutes class. I have seen recently. That's all not for learning. It is for time pass. It will become 15 minutes for you. If I take 2 classes for this one, clear? If I take 2 classes for this one, systematically, then only it will become a matter of 15 minutes for you. Clear? That people don't understand. When somebody teaches systematically, they comment, he is taking too much of time. They don't understand the principle. If I tell fast without explaining, then people won't understand. Then they cannot solve. They may take 1 hour to solve. If I systematically explain everything, give clarification, then they can do in 15 minutes. That much common sense they are not having. It is like learning a driving, directly go to traffic. Okay. Go to traffic. See what will happen. You will result in an accident only. You study first in a sitting place. Tell them correctly what? Correctly clutch, gear and accelerator, etc. All the tools, everything over. Give them the traffic signals, all everything. Then start. Okay, start. Now, next step is new term. Remember, we need displacement contribution. We need, this all make a note. We need displacement contribution. Symbol is M double dash. Remember, For that, we need. Now 1 minute. Anybody can tell the answer? Rotation contribution. To calculate rotation contribution, we require rotation factor. Same way, to find displacement contribution, we need what? Common sense. To find rotation contribution, we require rotation factor. Same way, to find displacement contribution, we require what? Tell me. Displacement factor. For that, we need displacement factor. Symbol is capital D, not small d, because small d I use for distribution factor. Okay. Now, one factor D, and also another term called MS. Symbol is, sometime I put M naught, sometime I put MI, I don't remember. MS, story moment. MS means story moment. This I will tell you. You need displacement factor and also story moment. Clear? Slowly I will do it. Shall I hurry and finish fast? I can finish this question. I can do in 2 minutes only. Shall I finish fast? No problem for me. For me, nothing. No, slowly I'll do. Okay. Now, one important. Displacement contribution, remember, is nothing but what? It is FPM due to sway. Now clear? It is nothing but FPM due to sway. Clear? It is nothing but, why means I know the answer. Because I know it. You don't worry. It has to do, or you do one thing. Displacement contribution has something to do with sway. Clear? Name only can make out. Displacement contribution has something to do with sway. Therefore, displacement factor D, we need for those members for which due to sway there will be FPM. Tell me. Due to sway, you know it already. See, you already know MD method, you already know SD method. Due to sway, either to left or right. If you remember, these all make a note. Tell me. This all note. Actually, don't write. Tell me. Due to sway, FPM will come for which one? For which member? Not all the members. Due to sway, FPM will come for which one? Not all the members. This also you know it. MD method, remember, M1 is to M2, BC you put 0, 0. SD method, AB and CD, the two columns, you use delta. Beam, you skip delta. No, general language, don't tell ABCD. Because who knows? They can give a question, A, B, C, D. Any order can be given. Don't tell ABCD. General language is not ABCD. ABCD, somebody can change ABCD. So many times, ABCD can be changed. Or technical name. For which one? For columns. Or simply, you require columns. So, we need to say that is only for columns. Tell me, fully clear? Only for columns. Fully clear? We need only for columns. Clear or not? Clear. Okay. Now, therefore, calculate displacement factor, that is D, only for columns. Therefore, I will do one thing. I will rub everything now and write a note here. Sorry. I will rub everything and write here. Next step. Next step will be calculation of displacement factors. Displacement factors. See, Carney's method is a beautiful method. Once I explain thoroughly this class and next class and close, you can do any problem then. Factors for columns. For columns. Clear? That is, symbol is D. Displacement factor for columns. Clear? Now start. How to calculate? Completely new to you. So I won't ask equation. Just 1 minute. See, Carney's method without sway in the class, we derived it. Remember? We derived so far everything. Tell yes or no. We derived so far everything before application. I never put any equation without deriving. Tell me yes or no. I never used anything without deriving. Yes, but there is a problem. Derivation of Carney's procedure for Carney's method for frames with sway is, especially when the column heights are different and when there are loading on the column, is so lengthy that it may take at least 3 to 4 hours. 3 to 4 hours it will take. So long back, around 10, 12 years earlier, one particular batch, I derived it. Then those students told, sir, next time, sir, don't do it. Nobody can have patience because they understood, no doubt. So what I propose is to settle the matter. Little later, in YouTube, I upload video. I will tell derivation of Carney's method systematically, maybe 1 hour each, 5-6 classes. Okay? I will derive 1 hour classes, 5-6 classes. Only derivation. I decided that way, better, because live derivation is very difficult. I have to adjust the board, so many things I have to do. So today, whatever I tell, you have to believe. No problem? Any problem? You should not ask, sir, why divide by 3? Sir, why that, why divide by 3? Why you are squaring it all? You should not ask. You have to believe me. No problem? Okay, thank you. Thank you for the faith, nambike, bharosa. Thank you for the bharosa. Okay, D. Start. Now, when you calculate displacement factor for the column, first remember, note, observe, note, base of all columns, what? Tell me, here, base of all columns are, tell the support condition, that is very, very important. Base of all columns are, base of all the columns are fixed. So now I am proceeding further for finding displacement factor when the column base is fixed. Practical knowledge, hinge is not required, but still in the derivation I will do with hinges. Okay, start. Now, then one observation, note 1. Note 2. Correctly observe. Columns are of same height or different height. Second point you have to remember is whether columns are of same height or different height. Answer. Columns are of same height or different height. Different height. Nodi. Right here. Columns are of different heights. I told you displacement factor is for columns. Columns are of different heights. Different heights. Yarapadu. What happened there? Okay, no problem. Columns are of different height. Now do one thing. Now see, make a note here. Now, if columns are of different height, are of different heights, then we need a reference height. We need a reference height. The spelling problem. Okay. That reference height symbol is H0. Say H0. We need a reference height only when columns are of what? Different heights. Right here. Whereas note, if columns are of same height, then no need of, you can take for time pass, no need of any reference height. No need of any reference height or that common height itself can be taken as reference height. If you are very particular, no, I want reference height, okay. That common height itself can be taken. See, so for example, see our case, here, the frame is like this. This is 5 meter, this is 4 meter. So you require a reference height. By chance, if the question is like this, any height, say for example, 3 meter and this also 3 meter, tell me, then do you require reference height? Tell me. You can take, people will start laughing. See, reference you require when changes are there. Do you require reference height for this question? If both are 3 meters, do you require reference height? Do you require reference height for this case? No. Or if you want, take what? Take that 3 meter itself as reference height. Take that 3 meter itself as reference height. Now, little later, you are going to divide the reference height by individual height. Tell me, if the columns are of different height, when you divide by individual height, the two columns will have different values. Suppose I take reference height as 5 meter, 4 meter. You can take any value. I will take the common number, not common beta. I am going to take here 40 meter. I will tell you why 40 meter. Our question, I will take reference height 40 meter. Why 40 meter? I will tell you later. Then for this column, a correction factor will come equal to reference height 40 divided by 5. What is the answer? Reference height 40 divided by 5. What is the answer? Tell me. Reference height by particular height. Answer. Reference height any number. You can take any value. How much will come? 8. For this column, C will come. Reference height 40 meter divided by 4. How much will come? That will come. That column, it will come. 10. So, but in case columns are of same height, you completely forget about reference height. If at all you consider, tell the answer. Correction factor for this one, tell the answer. 3 by 3, 3 by 3. It will become what? It will become what? If the columns are of same height, if you take reference height, take same reference height. Waste of time. It will become what? 1. And remember, correction factor is used for multiplication. Since you are using for multiplication, 1, even if not considered, okay, it is used for multiplication, not addition. If it is 1, can you skip that number? If multiplying number is 1 means, do you require it? Tell me. Do you require it? If multiplying number is 1, do you require it? No. If the multiplying number is 1, do you require it? No. Therefore, remember, take reference height only when columns are of unequal height. Okay, now, this all I will remove. Okay, now continue. Okay, now, full continue. Fresh. This all I am removing. I told you, first point is column base is fixed. Column base for all the column fixed. Second one, what? Second note is what? One note over. Base is fixed already over. Second note, what? Columns are of different height. Different height. Different height. If the columns are of different height, then we need a reference height. Reference height, say H naught. H naught. Now, 1 minute. Reference height, you can take any value from 0 is not possible. More than 0 up to infinity. Up to infinity. Your choice. My responsibility. You can take 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 1000 meter, 1000 kilometer, 10 lakh, 10 crore kilometer. You can take 10 lakh, 10 crore kilometer also. From here up to moon or up to some other planet. Your choice. But that is only for fun. It will get cancelled. So, but do not take abnormal values. What to do is, and also note, little later, we are dividing that reference height H naught by individual column heights. Column heights H, and find correction factor C. A correction factor, I write it, correction factor C for columns of unequal height. So the formula for C will be H naught by any height. Correction for first column, H naught by 5. Correction for second column, H naught by 4. Clear? Correction for first column, in our case, first column is left side column, H naught by 5. Correction factor for second column, H naught by 4. Clear? First. Clear. Okay. Now, can I take 5 meter reference height? If I take reference height 5 meter, tell me correction factor for first column, left column, how much will come? If I take 5 meter for reference height, some people take 5 meter, higher height they will take. That is their choice. If I take reference height as 5 meter, higher column, 1. Second column, how much it will come? 5 by 4, how much will come? Second column, it will come 5 by 4. How much? 5 by 4. Second column, it will come 1.25. But I do not want changes. I am always happy if I get round number. So, for 5 and 4, you take a common number. Tell me, a common number. You can divide that H naught, that common number, by both 5 and 4, and decimal should not come. Because I am happy if decimal is not there. 20. But if I take 20, what will happen? Tell me. If I take 20 meter for 5 meter, tell me correction will come. For left column, for 5 meter, correction factor will come how much? For left column, 25. 5 and 4 get 25. Adi are get 25. Yo. It will come 4. And for other column, it will come what? 20 by 4, it will come. 20 by 4, it will come 5. Then someone will by heart that way. Oh, correction for this column is that height, correction for that column is this height. No, that is a wrong procedure. Correct? If there are multiple number of columns, see, in a building, when so many columns are there, sometime column base this way, then this will not work out. Therefore, to avoid confusion, people should not think correction for this column is that height, correction for that is this height. Instead of 40, I will take a further higher number. so that 5 and 4 will not come. Tell how much you will take. It is my choice. How much I will take? I do not want 20. You take a number, common number for 5 and 4, but when you divide, you should not get 1. Next number, safer side. So the 40 meter. Yes, I decided 40 meter. So I will take 40. Now right here, columns are of different height. Then we need a reference height, say h0. Any value from 0 to infinity. See, let us consider. Why means let us consider. See, no restriction. You can take a calculator, click random number and write. Let us consider reference height h0 equal to 40 meter. Nobody can ask later, sir, why 40? I will tell, how much you want? 20. Take 20. No, sir, I want 30. Take 30. Sir, I want 18.5. Take 18.5. No, I want 100 meter. Take 100 meter. Answer, my guarantee. Whatever you take, answer my guarantee. Oh, so you can take whatever you want. Clear? Why I took 40? Because I can divide both 40, I can divide by both 4 and 5, and answer will not come 4 and 5. Some other number will come. So confusion will not be there. People should not confuse reference C equal to 4 meter like that. Now clear? Why I took 40? Clear? Okay. I will take 40 meter. Okay. Now, immediate next step. Remember, immediate next step is something special. Nodi, I will remove this one now. Something special. What you do is, you mark only columns. Consider the columns. Consider all columns. All columns. See, I told you little later, when I get free time, I will take for you a building of ground plus 1. That's all. Maybe this way. Where 1 is unequal, this is unequal, that is equal. With loading, practical question. With the wind load like that. This question for your batch, not in the YouTube. It will be in the Zoom only. I will solve it for you, practical oriented. Required or not required? Required or not required? Only for knowledge purpose. But practical analysis of multi-story frames. If you don't require, I won't take. Okay, I not now. It won't come in the course here. And most probably, that model we will also analyze by what? Most probably, that model only I will also analyze by which one? That I will take it, no problem. But that model I will also analyze by E-tabs and guarantee that result we get in the class and result in the E-tab both are same. If not same, who is wrong? If not same, who is wrong? If not same, suppose answer is not telling, who is wrong? I cannot be wrong. Okay, leave it. Some will tell, this person is so arrogant. He is telling software wrong. Yes, if what answer I get, if the answer is not telling in software for analysis question, then software is wrong. Why? Because we cannot make mistake. Okay, over. Comes here all columns. One sketch here. This is a column B. This is the column A. Same level B. Second column is there with lesser height. This is C. This is D. In the sketch, you write height of this column 4 meter. Here put height. This height is 5 meter. And then remember, reference height h0 equal to 40 meter. Over. Now, what you do is, below I write I here. This is 2I. This is 1.8I. Correct? Tell me. Correct now? Property of the column means height of the column and also height of the column and also I for the column I require. Clear? I need height. See, remember, tops are same level. Base is, see, this is fixed, this is fixed. Clear here? Sketch the two column with the top same level, bottom different. Clear? Okay. Now, write here. What you do is, you write here. Correction. See, now one statement you have to write. General outside. Nodi. H naught. Then, nodi. Correction factor. Say, correction factor for any column due to for unequal height case, that is called C equal to H naught divided by H. H is height of column considered. Clear? This statement clear? Correction factor for any column C equal to reference height by height of the column considered. This correction factor is correction factor for unequal height. Okay, tell me, if the columns are of equal height, tell the answer C, then there is no reference height. The whatever common height, that itself is reference height. Answer. If the columns are of same height, answer, C value. How much C value? If the columns are of same height, what is C equal to 1? And C is used for multiplying. When you are using for multiplying, do you have to consider C? Tell me. You completely skip that number. Do you have to write anything about C? You do not use C. Clear now? If at all you use also 1 you have to write. And it is used for multiplication. Clear? Do not use C. Okay. Start. Now, below, right here. Nodi. This I will do one thing now. I will call this as column 1 and column 2. Okay. Do one thing now. I will put color for understanding correctly. Only for this case, I want a banna. Kanna. Nodi. Same number color. Remember, this is 1, number 1, column 1. This is column 2. Over. Start. Below right here, correction factor C for column 1. Correction factor C for column 2, C2 equal to reference height is 40 meter. I wrote there, divided by height is 5. Answer. Here, reference is 40 divided by 4. Answer. 40 by 5. How much? 8 equal to 10. Correct? Clear or not? Clear or not? Clear or not? Clear. Okay. Now, I want one more term, I by L for the column. See, usually I by L is what? Tell me. Usually I by L is what? Usually I by L is what? Tell me. What is I by L? I by L. What is I by L? What is I by L you call? Usually. What usually I by L you call as? Relative stiffness. I am not using that term here because if the far end is hinged base is there, you cannot take 3/4 I by L. There also you require I by L with one extra correction for hinged end, and when you square it, that will be one place it is as it is, one place it is squared, and one more correction of 2/3 are coming. Therefore, only for the displacement factor we will not use the term stiffness, because when you derive, I will write there not stiffness value. I will write I by L ratio. Clear? I will write I by L ratio. I will not use the word stiffness. Clear now? I will write I by L ratio. It is something like, if the fixed end is there, okay, you can put K. But I don't want to use K. Clear or not? I do not want to use the word stiffness, because if I solve a problem with hinged ends, problem will come. It will backfire. Then that is not 3/4, because displacement contribution is changing there. Okay, therefore, after putting C, you write what is the I by L for the column number 1. Tell the answer. I by L for column number 1. Okay, 1. Column 1. How much? I. 2I divided by 5. And here, I by L for column number 2 equal to 1.8I divided by 4. Fully clear? You actually, if the column is fixed, base is fixed, you need not call I by L, you can call K1, K2. See, if you are solving only fixed base problem, you need not call I by L, you can call K1, K2. K equal to I by L, K1, K2, clear? But if I call K1, K2, it will give problem when I go to base hinged. Even I got idea now. SD method, MD method and Carney's method, all the problems I am planning to prepare around more than 100 classes. I am planning so that permanently let it be there in the YouTube. Anybody can watch it. Not now. Time will be there. So I do not want to deviate. Clear now? So instead of calling stiffness, you call I by L. Any problem? Tell me. Any problem? Calling I by L. Any problem? Calling it I by L. Any problem for you? Because if you call K I by L, hinged and become 3/4 I by L. No. There one more correction will come. That's why I by L. Okay, now see. I will write formula for displacement factor here. See now. See, I will formula. I write here now. See, after that one, okay, I will come here now. Right here. Notice. Displacement factor symbol is D for any column. Notice. Any column. That is D equal to, remember, formula is minus 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is common number. It comes in derivation. Minus 3 by 2 into, see, I by L of that column into what? Correction factor C for that column divided by summation of I by L into C square for C square. Summation means for all columns. All columns. Clear now? Displacement factor for any column. See, rotation factor, I tell now. Rotation factor for any joint member at a joint equal to minus half into what? Relative stiffness of that member divided by sum of relative stiffness of all the members at that joint. Same way, displacement factor D for any column of a particular story equal to minus 3 by 2 into, instead of K, I by L of that column divided by into correction factor for that column due to unequal height divided by summation of I by L and correction factor square. Now tell me, in case columns are of equal height, what will happen? This formula will simply become what? Tell me. This formula will become what? Then no correction factor. It will become what? I by L for the column divided by sigma I by L for all the columns. Clear? If the columns are of equal height, correction factor is not there, formula will become I by L of that column divided by sum of I by L of all the columns. Clear? Into 3 by 2. Okay, now see correctly. Therefore, I write here now. Where to write now? Okay, shall I write here? I can remove the upper side, no problem. Shall I remove the upper side? Shall I remove the upper side? I want systematically below. Okay. Now, you write here, but because of problem, I will write here. Actually, you write here now. Therefore, displacement factor for column 1, this column, D1 equal to, and little later, displacement factor for column 2 equal to minus 3 by 2, here also minus 3 by 2 into for column 1 I by L of the column 2I by 5, 2I by 5 multiplied by correction factor for the column 8 divided by, here also for second column is what? Second column is minus 3 by 2 into I by L of the column 1.8 by 4 into correction factor 10 divided by common, what? Divided by summation of I by L into what? Into C square. So both the column, I by L of this column is 2I by 5 into correction factor square 8 square plus I by L of that column, it is 1.8 I by 4 into 10 square. Illu ashte. It is 2I by 5 into 8 square plus 1.8 I by 4 into 10 square. See now. Numerator is minus 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2 common into numerator is I by L of that column into C for that column. Here I by L for this column 2I by 5, there 1.8 I by 4 into correction factor no square, numerator no square, correction factor for the column 8, correction factor for the column 10 divided by common, what? I by L of this column into this C square plus I by L of this column into this C square. Crystal clear? Now, in case columns are of equal height, what will happen? 3 by 2 into 2I by 5 by 2I by 5 plus 1.8 by 5, not 4. Crystal clear? Go through the recording 3-4 times. Tell me the answer. Tell me the answer. Minus, answer. First column answer. Bega. Take your calculator. See, your I will cancel. I is cancelling. Minus 3 by 2 into, first you do one thing. First you calculate denominator. Store in memory. First you calculate denominator. Store in memory. Then minus 3 by 2 into this number, divide by memory. Minus 3 by 2 into that number, divide by memory. After practicing, these all will take 1 minute, that's all. Because I explain half an hour here. If I tell randomly, like so many YouTube classes, like that, then you will have one difficulty understanding. Answer. Correctly tell the answer. There's a check there. I'll tell the check. Fast. Answer. Fast answer. See, these are all called preparation. Actually, the preparation, how much I explained, so far, this will take only 1 minute. Because with no confusion, if you understand everything today. Minus 24 by 173 minus 24 by 173. What about this one? Second one. Minus 24 by 173. Second one. Don't give wrong value. Anyway, if you give wrong, you will get caught. Second one. First one is minus 24 by 173. Second one. I will solve the question very systematically. Let it take one more class. If required, further one more class. No problem. No hurrying. master question. But after everything is over, you can solve in 10 minutes. One more answer. This much time for one more answer. When you got the denominator, you should store in memory. You are taking lot of time. Second answer. Oh, what is this? Minus 135 by 1412. Okay. Minus 135 by 1412. Now, I will do one thing. Later, make a note. Later, we are going to find something. At that time, I will do one thing. To make clear, I will use a tray. Rotation factor, I won't use a tray. When I do rotation contribution, I will hold at a joint and move my hand like this. Clear? When I want rotation contribution, I will get a joint. I will hold a joint and move my hand like this. See, rotation. I will move my hand like this. Clear? This is all to make you perfect. Clear? Later, when I go for rotation contribution, it is a joint property. I will hold a joint, rotation. I will rotate my hand. Clear or not? I will rotate my hand. You are not telling clear or not? I will, when I go for the table, when I do rotation contribution, I will hold at a joint. See, word, rotation contribution. When I go for displacement contribution, what I will do is, I have to move. Tell why? I cannot rotate. I have to move because why? This is something to do with what? Displacement is something to do with what? Tell me. Not theta. Which one? Displacement is something to do with what? Not theta. Which one? Displacement has something to do with what? Not theta. You know that one. Not theta. Other one. Which one? Displacement contribution has something to do with not theta. Which one? You don't know what is that one. 6EI. See, 6EI same. What? Displacement contribution has something to do with not delta. ಅಷ್ಟು ಒದ್ದಾಡಬೇಕಾ? Delta. Clear? I don't know. You told the answer, I wrote the answer. If wrong means you are responsible. 1 minute. We will check it. Don't worry. We will check it. You want me to check the answer? Huh? Yo, what is this? You are giving trouble to me. 2 by 5 into 8 square plus 1.8 by 4 into 10 square reciprocal into 3 by 2. 3 by 2 equal to, I will store in memory. Store A. Okay, now 2 by 5 into 8 into shift store A. 24 by 353. Who told this answer? It is 24 by 353. Who told the answer? 24 by 170 something. Who told it? Now correct. 24 by 353. Now correct. Okay, I got it. I checked it now. See, I checked it. Second answer is 135 by 1412. This correct. Now correct. Anyway, if wrong, I can catch you. Now correct. Okay. Now, you are not answered. Later, when I go to rotation contribution, I told it is a joint property. I will rotate my hand. Clear or not? You are not answering properly. These all you write it. If you write all these, then the grip will come. When I see in the question, I had to go for m dash and m double dash. M dash has something to do with theta. M double dash has something to do with delta. Theta means rotation. At that time, I will hold a joint and rotate my hand. Clear? You are not answering. Clear. But when I go to m double dash, I am not rotating. What I am doing? I am going to move. Why? Delta is moving. Yes or no? I am going to move. Yes. When I move, I will take a tray with me. Tray. In the tray, I will tell you. See, I will tell you. Pick this value, put in the tray, do something for this column, and then put it in the tray, do something for this column, something I will tell you later, don't worry. Put it in the tray, then sometime, whatever answer is there, whatever you get, then that value into this number right here, into that number right here, into this number right here, that number right here. Clear? Whatever I got by moving, see, contribution, not rotation, whatever I got here, I will tell you, into this number right here, into that number right here. Clear? This all I will tell. I know correct way of explaining. Clear now? Therefore, once you have to multiply by this number, once you have to do by this number. So, it is better if both the numbers have common denominator in my class. Yes or no? See, but it is better if both the numbers are having common denominator. Tell yes or no? Clear? Somewhat okay. It is better. See, rotation factor, if you remember, I made common denominator. Same way, it is better if I have common denominator. Clear? Okay. Therefore, it is better 353, 1412. Tell me, 100% 1412 and 353, common is 1412. So I will do one thing now. I will change it to, tell the answer, minus how much by 1412. Seeing that answer, I will change it to, tell me, I want same denominator. Instead of 24 by 353, I will write what? Something by 1412. Answer. Something by 1412. It is possible. What is the number? Minus 96 by 1412. Over. Therefore, later for the left column, I will enter minus 96 by 1412. Right column, I will enter minus 135 by 1412. So that when you take the tray and do something here, do something here, do something here, then whatever you get, what you can do? Easy to calculate. First divide by what? Tell me. I told into this number here. You can do one thing to save the time. Whatever you get, first divide by how much? Tell me. First divide by how much? First divide by. Whatever you get here, first divide by. You are not common answer. I told into this number here, into this number here. First divide by what number? ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ? First to divide that number by how much? This much high school mathematics. I told into this number I want right here, into this number here. So to save the time, first to divide by what number? Again, see, no answer you are giving. If you delay this much, difficult to explain in the class. It is a frustration. First to divide by what number? To save the time. Especially when 4-5 columns are there. Very useful. First to divide by. I told multiply by this number right here. Multiply and write. I will tell you next time. So first to divide by what? I think I stopped the class. If you don't answer, I'll stop the class. Somebody in the high school will tell. First to divide by. No, very bad. This is very, very bad. This also you are not giving answer means I do not know what to do. Okay, I am closing the class. Because if this answer is not given, I cannot proceed further. It is such a elementary mathematics, high school or primary school mathematics. No, sorry. Anyway, time over now. Next M0, next class, contribution next class. At least you should tell me, I told whatever you get, I will tell. Multiply by this number right here, multiply that number right here. Then, to save the time, first to divide by what number? Okay, I'm closing the class. Sorry. This is height of patience gone. Okay, class will be continued. Next class, when is the class? I'll announce it. Not tomorrow. No, sorry. Now too late. Sorry. You have tested my patience. No, you have tested my patience. No, I won't yield. Okay, ಆಯ್ತು ಬಿಡಿ. This much means, see, if it is an offline class, by this time, I would have walked out of the class. Okay. First you divide by 1412, whatever you get, store in memory, then multiply by 96 right here, multiply by 135 right here. Clear? To avoid confusion, first common number has advantage. You can store in memory. You can divide by the common number, then you multiply, put in memory, then multiply by this number right here, multiply here, right here. Okay, over. Now, already 9 o'clock. How to find story moment and contribution will come in that class. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow is the 8th of February. I am starting steel structures. So, I will give scheduled time for you. Most probably, tomorrow I will take class for steel. After today tomorrow's class, day of tomorrow, first day only I take the class. Second day I do not want to stop. Some feel bad. So start madru, stop madru anta beda. Tomorrow I will take steel. That is Thursday I will take. I think Friday I will tell them, no, I have got a commitment. This week I will tell Friday no class for them. Friday okay for you? Friday this question will be fully complete. If it takes 9:30 also no problem. Friday okay? Friday okay? I will tell the steel batch. I will tell those people, today and tomorrow class, Friday no, this week Friday is not there, next week Friday is there. Then Tuesday you will have once again class, no problem. Then this will be completely over. Okay, now, remember, there is a check. Whether your displacement factors are correct or not, there is a check. Do you want it? Suppose you make any mistake, then your check will not be satisfied. Do you want the check? Do you want the check? Do you want the check? Whether these displacement factors are correct or not. Check is displacement factor this number into correction factor 8 plus displacement for this number into correction factor 10. Tell the answer. Displacement factor for column 1 is minus 96 by what? 1412. Multiply by its correction factor 8 plus displacement for second column minus 135 by 1412 into its correction factor 10. You have to get minus 1.5. Are you getting? You have to get minus 1.5. Tell me, getting or not getting? You have to get minus 1.5. Got it? Yes, then your displacement factor is perfectly correct. See, first of all, tell me, I took nearly today nothing I told. I'll tell once again now. See, rotation factor you know how to calculate. Okay, done. First of all, I need not explain. FPM you know how to calculate. Then today's full class I used to find displacement factor. Yes or no? And to explain the concept of sway, full class I used for displacement factor. Tell yes or no? Full class I took for displacement factor, complete clarification. Yes. Now, I will tell you what in YouTube general class you can see. I will tell you for you. YouTube class how it will be. They will unnecessarily waste the time for FPM. They will tell WL square that they should not do it. Then they will simply come and write. First, see, this column 1, reference height I will take H0, say 40 meter. Okay. Then displacement factor 1 is, see, minus 3 by 2 into, what is the reference height? H0 by H, 40 divided by 5 into I by L of the column, 2 by 5 divided by, see, what you do is, see, you do reference height square, 40 by 5 square into what? 2I by 5 plus do the same for next column. You will get some number. They will write here. Second column, you write here. Okay. Now, we will go for calculation of story moment. Over. How much time? Something I took more than 1 hour. How much time? I have seen so many YouTube classes for sway. That's all. Over. People will not know what he is telling first of all. What, sir? This is what? Where? That is unique modern teaching. Full clear? So next class, this will be completed. 5 minutes, sir. Where 5 minutes? Where 5 minutes? 1 minute. Sometime it is written in the script only. They will show the script for you. Then tell, okay, done. Okay. Now, whatever I told today, go through thoroughly. Remember, corner answer is still there. Sorry. Corner answer is still there. I am not removing. Because tomorrow still all, I will do this side. I will not come this side. I will not remove the frame. It should be there. Daily should warn me. It is your responsibility to get the same answer. Hope it will come. What? Hope it will come. It will come. Okay, thank you. See you in the next class. Everything clear so far? Every concept clear so far told? What all I told concept? Everything clear? Okay. Correctly go through and make a fair copy.